What's up, guys? This is Base Brawler. I'm currently recording this on my new phone, the one I was talking about. Um, and today we are going to be going over Power Level Warrior, the one that I've been waiting so long for. Now, this is the one where I think BOOLit went from his lower quality games to his higher quality. Legends Within was a good turn because he went from like mostly 2D and like 2.5D to 3D, and it's like kind of a open world a little bit. But with this one, he made it an arcade like fighter game. But what really made it stand out, in my opinion, is the features and, of course, the graphics. The combination of those two, and the mechanics, the way everything runs. So without further ado, Power Level Warrior 1, the game that started my manga. I'm gonna try my best not to go over the manga in it, but anyway, see you guys there. Okay, so first I want to start off with maps. This is something new, the decision of map choices. This is something new that BOOLit implemented. It's not in his game afterwards, Power Level Warrior 2, but it's just, something to note about this game. Of course, it has the same settings as the Legends Within. And so what we got here in this game is you can finally use videos to refill your energy. Or you can also buy points using the currency. Now, I'm doing this for the sake of the video. I'm not always going to buy points. It's a waste in my opinion. But for the sake of the video and the fact that I need to play quite a bit of it, I am going to purchase some energy. Not with real money, of course, but with in-game money. Now, also something to note about all of BOOLit's games is that you never have to pay a dime for the games. You just have to watch videos or, go through ads, but you never have to pay for anything, which I think is a really major plus. Another huge thing to notify about this game is the fact that, well, it has energy. All the other games before that I played didn't have energy. You could just keep playing them as long as you wanted. But this one started the trend of no energy. Now, Power Level Warrior 2 also has energy, but the first TF Power Level Warrior, I don't actually know what it's called yet. That just slipped my mind. That one is not going to have limited energy. You can play that as long as you want. It's still probably going to have ads, and you can watch videos for other items, but it's not going to have energy, so that's, again, a major plus. What also this game introduced is the right off the bat D-pad, if that makes any sense, where you have everything unlocked at first, but you can only use so much. Now, I'm going to go over this in Power Level Warrior 2, but something to note about it is that it goes in a way that if you don't have an ability unlocked that you can use on the D-pad, then it'll show a locked thing. It'll say, oh, you don't have an ability that will work with this, which I think is pretty cool. It makes sense to me. But on this, you kind of already have stuff set up. Now, another major thing I want to talk about is the movement. He perfected the background movement from that dragon game into this one, and the maps look very detailed. And another thing to point out is that there's a day and night cycle in these games. Not exactly to where you could see the sun going down or stuff like that, but every time you play a map, it'll have a randomized decision of being night or daytime, which I really hope is in TF Power Level Warrior, but I'm not completely sure. Another thing this game implemented was multi-enemies, if that makes sense. What I mean by that is there's not just one type of enemy or one model for an enemy. There are multiple. So you're not fighting the same like cloaked character or Saiyan armor character that you were in Legends Within. Instead, you're fighting like monks or ninjas or even soldiers. That's what they're called in this game. And yeah, another thing that this game introduced which is really cool in my opinion, is the fact that there's a currency. You use that currency to buy power-ups, transformations, or even a new map that will boost your stats and cause you to level up faster or collect the currency faster. Use money to make more money. That's what my dad told me a few days ago. Um, Another thing that I think is really cool about this game is Legends Within may have uh, started the trend of key blasts, but Power Level Warrior made it so that there's not just one type of key blast. You can either use your hand key blast, which is a standard key blast. Well, I don't know any other word besides key blast for this. Or you could use a Kamehameha looking wave. In my manga, it's called the energy wave. And you do that without tapping the screen. You just, okay, it's not working. You just shoot it. Okay, yeah. I'll show you when I get to it, but... And as you can see in the background, that confirms the day and night cycle. It's weird how there's no stars, but it's not really that big of a deal. I like the fact that it's darker and it's nighttime, so that's enough for me, and honestly. And I charged up for nothing, I still died. That's amazing. Another thing this game implemented, I need to find a different phrase for that. Another thing this game implemented is the fact that as you progress through the game, there's levels, but there's also tiers. So instead of you just going, oh, I'm on tier this or I'm on level this, I'm on level this, but it's in this tier, so I'm going to be fighting stronger enemies. You know what I mean? It's not really that big of a deal, but I just thought I'd point that out. Something to mention. Wow, I hate it when they do that. Another thing I want to talk about is the actual, what's it called? Stability of the game. And what I mean by that is everything functions properly, and when you actually want to do something, it works. The problem with Legends Within is sometimes you want to dodge or something, and your character would be he would stagger, and you would be like, how come I'm not teleporting behind the enemy? Well, the reason for that is because, actually, I can't give you a reason. That's all behind BOOLit, but the fact is still that whenever you would try to teleport behind an enemy, sometimes it wouldn't exactly work. And last but not least, I'm going to go over my favorite part of this, which are transformations and stats overall. So let me defeat this guy real quick and show you the stat page as soon as this ad's over. Okay, so let's go to the stat page. So on the top of the stat page, it'll tell you increases power level. Pretty straightforward. This says increases movement speed. Again, straightforward. Now the thing about mastery is power up speed. What it means by that is that as you charge, it will have a different speed depending on how high it is. So if it's higher, you will charge faster. If it's lower, then it'll take you forever to charge. Also reduces energy consumption while transformed. What that means is, let's say you have Sage Form 3 and you want to keep it longer. If you upgrade your mastery, then it won't go away and you just keep charging up and keeping yourself stable in order to keep the transformation going. That's basically what that means. Now, obviously, the locked screen, all of these are the transformations. I'm going to go over every single one. If you want to see the transformations, unfortunately, I can't show you because I haven't unlocked them yet. But there are some videos out there that showcase all the transformations. For Power Level Warrior 2, I have a video, but that's for Power Level Warrior 2. For 1, there is a video. I didn't create it, but there still is a video out there. So, Overcharge is like Kaioken. There's Maximum, which I assume is Kaioken times 10, because the way the multipliers work. Sage Form, Super Saiyan, Sage Form 2. I would say that's like... there's a certain Saiyan form, Mastered Super Saiyan. That's what Sage Form 2 is. Sage Form 3 is like Super Saiyan 2, and then Legendary Sage Form is like Legendary Super Saiyan. And Super Sage, well, I should go over that in the next video. But anyway, guys, I want to thank you guys for watching. This is my first video on my phone, recorded on my phone, my new one. I hope you guys liked it, and I'll see you guys in the next video, which is at the bottom left, Power Level Warrior 2. The final game before the new, and pretty much the game that I'm very excited for and cannot wait for. But before that is Power Level Warrior 2, which I'll show you guys in my next video, and I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.